Good morning. My name is Dave Hanson. I'm the city manager of Virginia Beach, and I appreciate being joined by all the media that have traveled far and wide to support us. I also want to acknowledge all my elected officials that are here with me up front, and as we share information with you today. 16 hours ago, the lives of 12 people were cut short by a senseless, incomprehensible act of violence. Overnight, our chaplains, our human services, and our family assistance staff and teams completed the most difficult task anyone will ever have to do, and that is notifying the next of kin. So today, we all grieve. This morning, I have the responsibility to inform friends, co-workers, and the public of those who lost their lives yesterday. All but one of the 12 victims were employees of the city of Virginia Beach. I have worked with most of them for many years. We want you to know who they were, so in the days and weeks to come, you will learn what they meant to all of us, to their families, to their friends, and to their co-workers. They leave a void that we will never be able to fill. Could you hold that a second? Lakita C. Brown, who works in public works for over 4.5 years and is a right-of-way agent, and she is a resident of Chesapeake, Virginia. Tara Welch Gallagher, who works in public works for over 6 years and serves as an engineer and is a resident of Virginia Beach. Mary Louise Gale, who has worked in public works for over 24 years and serves as a right-of-way agent and is a resident of Virginia Beach. Alexander Mikhail Gusev, who has worked for over 9 years in public works and is a right-of-way agent and is a resident of Virginia Beach. Catherine A. Nixon, who serves in public utilities for over 10 years as an engineer and is a resident of Virginia Beach. Richard H. Nettleton. Rich worked in public utilities for over 28 years, served as an engineer, served with me as a lieutenant in Germany in the 130th Engineer Brigade, and was a resident of Norfolk. Christopher Kelly Rapp, who served in public works for just 11 months as an engineer and is a citizen of Powhatan. Ryan Keith Cox, who served in public utilities for over 12.5 years and is an account clerk and a resident of Virginia Beach. Joshua A. Hardy, who served in public utilities for 4.5 years as an engineering technician and is a resident of Virginia Beach. Michelle Missy Langer, who served in public utilities for 12 years as an administrative assistant and is a resident of Virginia Beach. Robert Bobby Williams, who served in public utilities for over 41 years as a special projects coordinator and is a resident of Chesapeake. Herbert Burt Snelling, who was a contractor trying to fill a permit and is a resident of Virginia Beach. So as we stop here and take a pause, I'm going to ask my chief of police to come forth and talk about that 13th person. Chief?
There's an update to where we are on the investigative process. First of all, our investigators, our detectives, our forensic technicians worked through the entire night in processing our scene, and with dignity and respect in removing all of the victims in this particular case. The medical examiner's office now will take over their part of the investigation, and that should take the next 48 hours while they work through it. They are bringing in additional resources from Richmond. During the investigative process, we were assisted by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. They had 40 members of their investigative forensic task force from Quantico and other places throughout Virginia assist us in this particular case. This is a large-scale crime scene. It's a horrific crime scene, and please understand it takes not only a physical, emotional, and psychological toll on everyone who spent the night inside that particular building. ATF is also assisting us. We did recover additional weapons at the scene. I'm not at liberty to tell what those weapons are at this time. We also recovered additional weapons at the suspect's home. The suspect, and this will be the only time we will announce his name, is Dwayne Craddock. He was an engineer with Public Utilities. He was employed with that department for approximately 15 years. The suspect's family has also been notified. Victims, employees, any witnesses who wish to give additional information, there's a phone line set up by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, 1-800-CALL, C-A-L-L-FBI, 1-800-225-5324. We also have a large-scale number of counselors available for the city employees, all city employees who are touched by this event, as well as citizens and family members who may also be affected by this particular event. We were able to review some film last night, review some film of the officers who responded into the building. The officers checked every room, on every floor, every closet, under every desk, and they escorted a large number of city employees out of the building. And remember, they're escorting them out of the building while the victims were still in the building. I want you to know those officers worked with compassion, they worked with caring, they worked with professionalism in assisting our brothers and sisters who work for our city.
Thanks, Chief. We are very thankful for the outpouring of support received from the people in the community, the region, and across the country. We're especially grateful for the assistance that we are receiving from our sister cities here in Hampton Roads, from our state agencies, and from federal offices. The desire to help is strong, and we appreciate it more than you can say. We have posted on our VB.gov website an opportunity for those that wish to volunteer to sign up, and because we've had an outpouring of volunteers to serve as chaplains, to bring comfort dogs, to provide supplies, and now we have an outpouring of those that wish to donate to the families that are going to be in turmoil for quite some time. We are now working towards employee assistance and family assistance, and we will turn our attention for the remainder of today to assign family liaison officers to support those families that have been stricken by this horrible event. We are going to wrap our arms around those that serve with us here in Virginia Beach, and we are going to make sure that their families, their loved ones are taken care of and are supported, and that we guide them through the days and weeks ahead. And at the same time, as the chief said, we have a significant number of employees that have been mentally and physically affected by what they went through yesterday, and the vision and the images that they had to experience inside one of our major office buildings here in the Municipal Center. I want to thank you all for being here today, and I want to thank all my elected officials for standing strong with us.